Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And welcome back to the Butterbird Book Corner. And do we have a special treat for you today? This episode is probably the most important and the most meaningful title for Butterbird Books. In fact, girls, why don't you do the honors of telling them why?
Of course. Well, today's read is so very special because
It's special because we're reading the very first book from Butterbird Books and it's all about us.
hello. I was gonna say that.
Sure, go right ahead.
Well, anyway, today we read Clara and Layla, the Great Investigators, the Case of the Purple Shoe and the Frooglebum Cave. Yup, it's the very first book our dad wrote, and it's about the two of us. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Baby girl, you were 2 when I finished it.
Yeah, like it was yesterday?
Okay, if you say so. Recently, I created a reimagined hardcover version, and it's now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com, as well as ButterbirdCreative.com. Make sure to go grab a few copies now and follow along with us.
And as always, like, follow, and subscribe to the YouTube page for more. And don't forget to share.
Well, all right, ladies, let's jump right into it. Clara and Layla, the Great Investigators, The Purple Shoe in the Frooglebum Cave. Written and illustrated by Moses Hardie, me, and dedicated to my favorite dreamers. Daddy loves you. In an ordinary house, on an ordinary night, a mother kissed her daughter's heads and turned on the nightlight.
Good night, Clara. Good night, Layla. Have sweet dreams and go to sleep.
And as soon as Mommy left, out of bed did Clara creep.
Wake up, Layla.
Clara whispered.
Hurry before it's too late. If we stay asleep much longer, we will never crack the case.
I'm awake.
Layla said and stretched and yawned.
I'm awake.
Then she slid from bed and put her slippers on.
Make sure you are very quiet, Layla. We're going to solve a case. We are 2 investigators and we have no time to waste. Take a look there on the closet floor, one of your purple shoes. The other one's gone missing and we have to find some clues.
Where should we start to look for clues? Where should we start our search?
As Layla yawned one last time, she said,
Where should we both look first?
Just then, Clara had a thought. What would make their great quest greater is if they had another friend to help, a third investigator. She slowly opened up their door, and coming down the hall was their third investigator friend, Rock, the family dog.
With Rock, we'll find it right away. He's got a super nose. He'll lead us to your missing shoe with one sniff of your toes. But first we'll need to make a list of places we will look. We'll write them down and check them off in this small red notebook.
Hey, I know where we should look first.
Layla said very proudly.
Shh, Layla, you have to whisper. You cannot speak so loudly.
But
And just as Layla spoke, her sister gave a look. Then Clara opened up the cover and wrote in her notebook.
We'll start our search beneath our bed, a well so dark and deep. We'll have to climb down on a ladder where creepy crawlers creep.
But Clara, I don't see a well here underneath the bed. There's only floor and clothes and toys. Have you fallen on your head?
Layla, there's a well down there. It's dark and black as night. But do not worry, not one bit, for here's a magic light.
Just at that moment, Layla closed her eyes and squeezed them tight, and her imagination helped her see the magic light.
I see it, Clara.
Layla screamed. She smiled from ear to ear.
Quiet, Layla.
Clara scolded.
Do you want the goblins to hear?
They climbed down quickly and reached the bottom. The well was creepy and damp. As they walked along a dark, smelly path, Layla heard a very faint pant.
Clara, Clara, did you hear that noise? Like something is breathing real close? Maybe it's a bear or a wolf or a dragon. Maybe it's a monster or a ghost.
As quick as she could, Clara turned with her light to shine and see what was there, and there stood the goblin, but only 3 feet tall, with a red and yellow crown in its hair. This goblin was not scary at all. It smiled and said,
How do you do? My name is Von Sugary Van Cloogie III, the Goblin King. It's nice to meet you.
Goblin, you mean?
Clara said in a rush as she tried to correct what he said.
Goblin, heavens no. I'm a goblin, my dear, that lives underneath your bed. We goblins are nice and we love cheering so. Nothing like our goblin foes. When you sleep at night, we goblins come out and we love to sniff at your toes.
Well, hello, Von Sugary. We're solving a case. Perhaps you can help with the need. I'm Clara, she's Layla, and that's our dog Rock. And we could use your assistance indeed.
Well, I'd be glad to help. No problem at all. But I have one request of you two. Might I have a smell of your wiggly toes? After all, that's what goblins do.
And as quick as a wink, he was down on his knees to catch a whiff of their feet. He giggled with joy as he sniffed at their toes.
Ah, they smell so wonderfully sweet.
After he was done with a smile on his face, to his feet Von Sugary stood. He began to lead them further into the hall, just as he said he would.
I already know what you're searching for. A purple shoe, is that right? I was able to hear you talking when you mentioned your magic light.
After walking a while, Von Sugary stopped at a door that seemed to give him a scare. Even Rock gave a growl and a sign was posted.
Stop, do not enter, beware!
I'm sorry, you both. I can go no further. We goblins don't go in that place. This door leads straight into the Frooglebum's cave, and trust me, it's very unsafe.
What's a Frooglebum anyway?
Clara asked their new friend, and he replied with great concern.
I've never seen one, but when anyone goes in there, they never, ever return.
Well, Clara, maybe we should head back that way. I'm scared of Frooglebums too.
Then Clara turned to her scared little sis and said,
What can a Frooglebum do?
So he bid them farewell and gave them a wink and gave Rock a pat on the ear. And into the dark of the Hall of the Well, Von Sugary Van Cloogie III, the Goblin King, disappeared.
Clara, I'm scared. I don't want to go into the cave where the Frooglebum roams. I think we should go back up into the well. I think we should all go home.
But Layla, you have nothing to fear. Rock isn't afraid of this cave. He'll protect us for sure. He won't let us get hurt. With him here, we'll both be safe.
Layla looked at their dog and couldn't believe her eyes and didn't know what to think. Rock stood on 2 legs and said,
Have no fear.
and gave them both a wink.
I'll keep you safe. You're my best friends. That Frooglebum doesn't scare me. I'll give him a bark and a whip of my tail. He won't know what hit him. You'll see.
Rock kicked open the door and they followed him in to the cave that was home to the beast. As they walked farther into the Frooglebum's cave, their dog Rock wasn't scared in the least. Though they couldn't see much past their small magic light, they could tell there was something nearby. Then, out of nowhere, what was in front of them but a large pair of glowing green eyes?
Who's there?
Rock said in a loud growling voice.
Come out, for we are not afraid.
Yeah, that's right. We're not scared of you.
Both girls said, though behind Rock they stayed. There was quiet a while, and the eyes kept their stare as their green continued to glow. Then a large orange figure came out from the shadows and stepped into the light slow. The figure was large and tall as a horse, with a tail like the tail of a cat. It had 2 arms and legs, and on top of its head, a crown made of fresh flowers sat.
Greetings, you 3. Welcome here to my home. I'm Lolita, the Queen Frooglebum. You're definitely not goblins, so we are glad you are here, from wherever it is you have come.
But your sign said stop. Do not enter. Beware.
Layla was sure to say.
Oh yes, but don't worry. We're happy you're here. That's just to keep goblins away.
But why would you want to keep goblins out? Have you met Von Sugary Van Cloogie III?
Lolita said,
I've actually never seen a goblin, and that name I've never heard.
Then how do you know if you like them or not? You should really give others a try. It's not nice to dislike those you do not know, if you have no reason why.
Lolita stopped to think a bit about what Layla had said and decided,
You know, you're absolutely right. I'll welcome the goblins instead. To all those here in the Frooglebum cave, hear this and hear it well. From now on, goblins are welcome here.
Queen Lolita said in a yell. Her yell was so loud it shook the whole cave and reached the goblin well. Just then, Von Sugary Van Cloogie III came running in, ringing a bell.
So happy to hear this, so glad to meet you. I brought all my family and friends. Von Rufus, Von Toofus, and Uncle Von Slump. And over there, Cousin Von Chins.
The goblins and Frooglebums danced and they sang. Both Clara and Layla joined too. And after a while, they'd almost forgotten about Layla's lost purple shoe.
Layla and Clara,
Rock called aloud.
don't forget why we're here in this place. This party is wonderfully fun, yes indeed. But we are here still solving a case.
Yes, you are right. We must find the shoe. Lolita, can you help us, please?
You've come a long way, down the well, down the hall, and I'll surely help you with ease. At the top of that hill is a big bright blue door. Go through it and find what you seek. The goblins and Frooglebums hate to see y'all go, but thank you for bringing us peace.
Rock and the girls traveled on to the hill while waving to all their new friends. To the top of the hill, to the big bright blue door, they were ready to finally go in. With a turn of the knob, Clara pushed open the door. There shined a very bright light. And once it got dim enough for their eyes, they noticed a very odd sight. As they looked around, it was plain to see that after they came through the door, why, they ended up right back in their room, and Rock was back on all fours.
But I don't understand. The queen said she'd help. She said we would find it for sure. She said the shoe was up the hill and just behind the blue door.
Clara sat, very puzzled, and could not understand where the shoe was that she thought they would find. And just then, Layla said,
But Clara, she was right. The shoe was here the whole time. Remember just before we went into the well, I wanted to look someplace other? If you would have listened to what I was saying, I'd have told you. The shoe is under the covers.
They laughed and they laughed and they talked all about the well, the cave, and all. Then they jumped into their bed as quick as they could when they heard Daddy coming down the hall. Dad peeked into their room to make sure they were okay. They didn't move or make a peep, with their eyes closed and smiles on their faces. Layla and Clara both went to sleep.